and I will pull up my browser.
Thank you, John, and everyone. Let's
No
do
problem.
this together. Okay, so I will just talk a little bit so that we can catch up really quickly. This is April 15th, 2024. This is the MicroProfile marketing call. For this call, we have no steward at the moment. March had Emerson as the steward. He is in the call, but unable to tell us what's up with the current agenda. There was no forward to this month. But Emerson, are you able to talk on DevNexus so that we can see all those tickets?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect. So let's go to the outreach. One of the first things we have, John, can you just go here, MicroProfile tutorial? We don't have, let me see if Taron is in the call. He's not in the call. Do we have an update on this? I know Taron continues to send things to the community.
Last I saw, I reviewed up to chapter 7, except for the Open API chapter. I think I mentioned to Emily I didn't do that one because I'm not really an Open AI person. Sorry, Open AI. Woo! Open API.
Keep on making a mistake.
Yeah, so I have to look and see if he's posted more recent than chapter 7.
Yeah, so I mean to do some review. I think it's basically is I said the health one. I can't remember. Did Martin review the health, MicroProfile health?
I will ask him.
Yeah, can you ask him to see whether he is happy? If he is happy, I think we can go ahead to merge that in.
Okay.
And then let me the metrics. Let me ask the folks on the MP metrics to comment.
Yeah. Emily, John, do you know how many chapters have been merged? He's working with PRs, and I know I reviewed chapter 1, I think in 2, then I have been traveling, so not able to do any of the work. However, how many have been merged?
Let me I just trying to tag people. So how many has been merged? Is 4, 5. So basically the first 4 chapter has been merged.
Can you, Emily, can you please update the minutes and say 4 chapters, the first 4 chapters have been merged?
Yeah.
That is the kind of update we need in the minutes, because that is the first item in the agenda, and we just need to know the progress. The progress can only be tracked by merged PRs. That means chapters that have been reviewed and are sort of finalized. It's content, which is never finalized, but it's something that it has been reviewed by other technical microprofilers, right? After chapter 2, everything is technical, very much, because it goes into the specification. What is that, Emerson?
Yeah. Just like noticed that in our MP marketing call, we don't have the minutes link. Okay, let me search and also fix that.
What do you mean in the marketing call? Oh, you mean
the agenda? We don't have the link to the minutes. I'm trying to have.
Oh, that's a bug. I'll fix that now.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, Emily, I was so lost. I was like, what is it?
Let me, okay, here to run. So where do I need to? Oh, you saw it.
Yeah, it says agenda.
Oh, maybe it's I copied it into my own folder. Maybe that one has no. Okay, sorry about that.
Yep.
Okay, let me go to the top. Okay. Yeah, I will do that. So you can move on.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is also revise these and see in the outline how many chapters he has listed, and then we will do a tracking on 4 are, merged, and these are the, the ones in review, and these ones are the ones not yet created. So we should have 3 parts. My recommendation is to have 3 parts of the content: the ones that have been merged, the ones that are in review, and the ones that have not been yet written or are still being written by Tarun. Is that okay? How can we improve the process to track this in the minutes? Especially for all of you guys and girls. Is that a good idea?
I think overall tracking is fine. With the tickets and all of that. He's doing a pretty good job updating. I just haven't looked in the last few days.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, but in the mini minutes, yeah, just say first 4 chapters are merged. Continuing to work on upcoming chapters.
Okay,
I think that's really all we need to say.
perfect. That's
Okay,
good.
I updated
Emily already did it. It's because Tarun is doing a really good job in the issues, so we don't need to do that kind of update. It's just for us to have a zoom out picture of the tutorial. Okay.
Yeah.
John, is it possible you share the screen? I do not know where I am right now. You are under Emerson's the Nexus.
Oh.
So yes, okay, good. Thank you.
Interesting. Sorry, I had another browser covering the window, and that might be what happened. Okay.
Yeah, we were working on the blind, but Emily was doing the updates.
Okay.
Okay, so Emerson, the Nexus, tell us all about it.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, this is under the MicroProfile tutorial bullet. Should that be in
Okay,
a
I will,
separate bullet?
yeah, I will move that away. Just
Okay.
formatting it. Yeah, but it was really a good experience. We got the chance to meet several people and having really good conversations over there. We mainly shared the booth with Emily. Some people was switching from the Jakarta one to us. The logistic was pretty good. I mean, we got the stickers, we got the swags and the shirts, everything was on time. The banner was exposed. I complete the presentations, but you don't get the logistic to be switching laptops. So for sometimes I share my computer, and Andro was helping us. So I finished the presentation, the demo. We was posted for some time. That is available if anyone want to check that later. I just closed most of the tickets related to community outreach. I would say we get up all the shirts with like 200. The people come around from several backgrounds at different companies asking for the MicroProfile project, and some people in early stages trying to understand what is the project about. Some other people asking for what is next. Yeah, that is in the summary from top of my mind. It was a really good experience and enjoyable. And the most important is we get to meet in person with a lot of people around the project, and those put the face and finally see physically with several people around the project.
MicroProfilers. Emerson, did MicroProfilers get photos of wearing the T-shirt at the booth? Does that photo exist?
What do you mean? This is giving the
wearing the MicroProfile T-shirt, taking photos with the MicroProfile T-shirt at the booth.
And no, I remember a couple of them, but not for every single one. Just want the people.
Yeah.
Just take the.
Yeah, however, on the way back to the UK in the airplane, someone wear that T-shirt. So he said, "Hey Emily," I said, yeah, at least I know he got the T-shirt from our booth." The other thing is I want to say big kudos to Emerson. Spend a lot of time to getting all the kind of things to the conference, and including also carry the monitor and then to the booth, and also spend hours trying to get the pull up banner up. So it's a great effort. Thank you so much, Emerson. And then kind of I know Reza has been helping a lot as well. And eventually the MicroProfile, basically Jakarta EE booth, IBM booth, also send people to MicroProfile booth towards the on Thursday, because it's 2D conference. And then we run out a T-shirt, and then people are still coming back to getting more T-shirt. Is the one Jack I said, I need 10 T-shirt. So sorry, we don't have anything left. It's basically at pretty much lunchtime, we just run out everything, run out the T-shirt. So that's good, very good traffic. I know Emerson is trying to basically take photos for the people coming around to ask about MicroProfile and etc. That's a great effort. I think is definitely worth the effort. It's really good.
And Emerson, Emily, you're great on highlighting Emerson. Emerson, how do you feel about the amount of work that it took for you to lead this effort as being the leader of the second booth the MicroProfile has had since its creation in 2016 to now?
I mean, I feel pretty good. I did what I was able to do. You know, I put my time. I get permissions for my work to go. In general terms, I feel the collaboration on place. The people made the same available to go to the booth. We didn't have a good coverage at the beginning. Only Emily, I think Reza and myself signed up for the booth. So at the end there were Andro, Arn, and some Michael on the Garden Java user group. I would like to try to improve for the next, how do you communicate and then, but was a lot of work just setting everything. But it was enjoyable, and the price is the opportunity to meet in the community and spend time together and see to figure out what is next.
And Emerson, are you comfortable to send your own words, a message to the community forum saying the MicroProfile booth at DevNexus summary, you know, the highlights? That
Yeah,
would be,
sure.
and is it possible for you to send that out sometime this week? I'm not saying today, but this week, that is the norm of when we have a big, you know, a big event. We haven't had a booth since 2018.
Mm-hmm.
But with the first booth was actually also at DevNexus. And it would be nice for you to provide a highlight. You know, you don't have to add the tickets and anything like it, but definitely, you know, your highlights on this is what went down. These are how many people the conference had. We ran out of these many t-shirts and and just let the community, is 1,200 readers plus. It's just nice to have something. If you can do that, that would be amazing as a close up.
You mean in an email to the
Correct.
Okay, I will do that. Sure.
Yeah, Reza, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Did somebody say I could say my piece now?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
All right. So Emerson, logistically speaking, we didn't run out of everything, right? We had some we still have some stickers, right? Don't we?
Yeah, I still having it was something I can take with me, the banner and the stickers itself. We have a full bag of the stickers.
Okay, so we need to determine what to do about that. And yeah, obviously we don't want to pay for storage. If we give it back to the Eclipse Foundation, all this stuff is going to incur storage. So we need to sort that out one way or the other. Stickers are easy in a way because we could always save it up to in the next event, which is probably going to be this OCX or whatever it is that we're calling it. There, so we're automatically sort of signed up to be sponsors for that. So yeah, we need to make some determinations about that. I do agree. I don't know what happened with the sign up. Pretty much, there could have been more people that signed up, but they just didn't, I guess. Boost traffic was light on our end. If it wasn't for those giving away those t-shirts, I don't know that anybody would have even come. So I'm glad we had the t-shirts to give away. Other than that, I think it was okay. Yeah, the booth things are always hit or miss. The main thing was that we did give out all the t-shirts, and that's a good amount of promotion. So Emerson, are you okay with holding on to those things? And the problem is going to be in the next event, we're going to have to ship it somewhere else. So my opinion would be to check with Clark and see what is standard procedure. In that case, do we ship it back to the Eclipse Foundation and then ship it from there, or what? Because yeah, eventually that stuff is gonna go to another event.
So I think Eva, I think Reza probably is the only thing left is a sticker, which Emerson, I also took some. And the other is banner. So that's pretty much for banner. I don't think we need to keep it because it said that's pretty much MicroProfile 6.1. I don't think we will reuse it. I don't think we need to have any to do any handover unless Emerson, you have something else.
No, just the stickers
Yeah.
and the button.
Yeah, I don't think we need to do anything else rather.
OCX is in October, Emily. 6.1 is going to be irrelevant at that point.
The depends on whether 7 can be out.
So this is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
so that's only a banner. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but we could reuse it. This way we'll save off some money instead of paying for it again. I'm just trying to figure out who we, quote unquote, give it back to so that it can be shipped to OCX and it can come from the budget as opposed to somebody's personal thing. That's what I'm trying to figure out, Emily. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. What is the next one, Reza? What did you say?
Potentially OCX. It's in Germany. I think it's going to be.
Germany. It's because the shipping for the banner can be expensive than getting a new one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would rather hold this until we work out, because I would have hoped 7.0 will be out before that. And besides, maybe I'm not like I'm not really kind of excited with that banner. If shipping is very costly, would rather create a new banner.
Mm.
Which banner was it? Did they print the one that I created, or
Yes, that one.
that one? And what was wrong with that banner, Emily?
So yeah, it says basically is all the building block. I would rather probably it says something catchy, and then it's yeah, something like that.
Okay, well,
It's
that was
kind
also put into that ticket and brought up 3 times to get comments on. So,
okay.
so next time, like, yeah, let's talk about it a little bit more, because
yeah,
we moved forward on it because there was no feedback. Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So Emerson, whatever we ultimately decide, I think we need to cost it out and also ask the Eclipse Foundation, what do they normally do? I doubt we just throw away stuff that could be reused just like that. So if you could, at least query him and find out what is the standard procedure, both for the leftover stickers, unless you just want to keep them, which is up to you, and also for the banner itself, in case we do wind up reusing it for the next event. It's better to be prepared rather than try to figure things out on the fly.
Yeah, Reza has a good point about the leftovers and what to do with it, just because it's the norm. My feedback on the stickers is I imagine that each one of you at the booth took stickers for you to have. Emerson, you are the committee representative, so you having a lot of the stickers is absolutely okay. Emerson, do you have the stickers? And Emily, do you have the stickers for yourselves? Reza, the
Yeah.
same?
I have stickers also. Last time IBM printed some smaller stickers. I also give away some the smaller stickers. Yeah, I took some
So
the
Emily,
large stickers.
Emily, I think we have a lot left. Although
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to tell me that, but I think we have maybe in the order of a few hundred stickers left. So
Good. So
I
I
don't
might,
Okay.
really appropriate for just one person to be holding on to that.
yes, it is appropriate because the stickers are the cheapest swag the MicroProfile has. And it is recommended that microprofilers that are active and traveling keep a lot of the stickers so they can take them with them to their activities that surround around MicroProfile, right? That is what we tend to do, print thousands of them and give them away at any conference, like in the hundreds, right? We are like, oh, you are from this JAG. For example, we should have given a bunch of them to Atlanta JAG, to Garden Estates, because they were there. In the past, what we have done, and I think this is an oversight, again, I was traveling, so I didn't think about this, but we distribute anything that is left in the stickers world. I know there will be no t-shirts, but I know stickers are always left. So we distribute it to the communities, Peruvian community, Costa Rican community. We give it all away to the ones that we know are there that are members of the communities. So they do this on their own, right? We never take stickers back home besides what we will use ourselves. So this is just a feedback for each one of you that will be in the position to be participating in the booth, MicroProfile booth in the future. We find these communities and we just give the stickers away. Hundreds and the hundreds. We just make sure that we have plenty for the booth for running on the days. That is like people will take maybe 3 to 5. And then the rest is immediately distributed. Take 100, 200, 300. All the JAGs and the JAG leaders were there and they had the JAG summit. On that one, we go in there and say we have MicroProfiler stickers and the hundreds. We don't give them individuals. So that's like the norm. For the banner, I recommend Emerson keeps it until further notice. I didn't know that we were participating and had agreed to go into another event. Maybe it has not come up yet, but if that is the case and 7 is not available yet, that is the release MP7, then we can circle back to the banners. In the meantime, there is no need to ship that to the Eclipse Foundation, right? We will know by need. I do agree with Emily. It will be by need. How does everyone feels about it?
To be honest, I'm going to check with Clark because I don't know ultimately how these things work. I don't want to put Emerson in a strange place. So about the stickers, we did distribute as much as we could. Ultimately, if people don't want them, we can't really force people to take stickers. So I believe some JAG leaders did take some.
Yeah.
Emerson, quick question for you. How many stickers do you have left actually at this point?
We got 2 bags of stickers. One was half of the bag.
That's what
We give away everything. The other one is on. We didn't open it.
How many
So,
do you estimate?
I don't remember. I think per proportion should be around 600.
600. So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And one of the reasons that people didn't want to take away this is the stickers are too big.
They
Like
didn't.
many people.
We have Emerson. We had a ticket with the measures. So what happened with what we asked to be printed?
No, the thing is that the measure is correct, but comparing with the old ones, the people prefer to take the small ones.
Yeah, of course, always the small one. But what I was the one to add the specifications of the preferred sticker. We went through trials when we created stickers back when in 2016 and 17, and we found out the perfect size that everyone would be happy to print in their t-shirts. So that was not used.
Yeah, I agree with Emerson because at a conference, I don't know, Amelia, have you seen the size of sticker? Is the biggest sticker I have ever
No.
seen.
No, I will never be able to use a sticker that is
Yeah,
big. I will
the
never.
bigger, yeah, the biggest sticker I have ever seen. So
Why are we printing big stickers? I
Yeah,
thought they were all like 2 inches by like 1 inch or something like that.
1.3. We printed so many stickers at the beginning to see which one was the most viable, and we found the perfect size. Reza, go ahead.
Okay, Emerson, 2 questions for you. Are you planning on going to any more events this year? I know budget constraints and time constraints are an issue for you.
I pointed to the one in Texas, but that would be on my own. I need to set up my logistic. I think this is in September.
What's the likelihood of you going to Germany for OCX? Probably zero.
I mean, I cannot pay my budget anymore. I will need, if I get some support, I can make the logistic with my work to go there, but from my pocket is no on
Yeah,
my possibilities.
Yeah, and nobody's really going to sponsor you to go, in all honesty. So, yeah, my second question is, what do you want to do? Do you want to hold on to a whole bunch of stickers that you have no use for, and probably you're not going to go to enough events to justify doing anything of them, or should we find out what's the proper thing to do is?
I can do whatever we decide. Like I can ship them for the other next events, or I can hold up some of them and partially. I mean, I can manage it. Whatever you want me to do with them.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ask Clark what the normal practice is.
Emerson, is it possible that you measure the sticker and using the Git ticket tell us the size that was printed? We just need to make sure that the sticker never gets printed in such a form, and that when we provide specifications for print, that it goes in the size we request. Because as I see it, if the stickers are super large, like Emily states, then no one will use them. No one will use them. So
I just put in an animation, just comparing one. I tweet comparing the small ones with the new ones.
okay, let me see. Maybe John, you can open it. Hold on. Like the one, the vertical with the M.
Yeah, there's no. Let me see if I can measure that with something here.
Yeah, it's too large. That is pretty much sadly that is not going to be used. So there is not even a need to ship it, because it's not valuable or conducive to sharing. Okay.
Yeah.
So Emerson, please follow up the sizing, just in the tickets. This is a size, and then we will let's provide that feedback for future prints. If we can have that feedback to say this is exactly the print we need. If the sticker is going to be printed in another size, we don't want it. Let's be very specific when we order the stickers, because they are unusable. That is lessons learned for us, right? Like on our restrictions, right? We said if it's not going to be printed this way, we don't want it. The last thing of the next is to close this up, because it's 10:35. Emerson, we need to know how much MicroProfile use of its budgets on DevNexus. So the Eclipse Foundation needs to give us the total spends so that we know what we have left for future expenditures. And clearly, the way you communicate with the Eclipse Foundation is up to you. You can use the working group forum, which is always my preference, or you can contact them privately and then pull it in a new ticket and say budget is spent in the next 2024. You just need to bring the transparency to the open for MicroProfile. Is that cool?
Yes, I'm gonna do 2 things from now. I'm gonna create a ticket for the leftovers, whatever we wanna track in there. I gonna create a second one for the budget follow-up and figure out what is the amounts we spend in the different things to
Mhm.
summarize.
And the third one is you send in a community
Right there.
guides. That is 3 tickets.
Yeah, 3 tickets. Okay.
3 tickets. All right, questions for Emerson. And Emerson, all the tickets, pretty much all the tickets are closed or will be closed for the Nexus.
The are closed already, everything.
Okay, so we will move this to the closure. This is amazing. Any other questions? There is a lot to do for closing this topic. Questions for Emerson, besides we move to the next topic.
Emerson, instead of me bringing him out of band, since you're going to be asking about budget anyway, can you please just ask Clark what the proper thing to do is with the sticker and the banner?
Sorry, that is one of the things on my list to do.
Okay, just ask him, please. That way, the 2 people asking the same question, asking multiple questions doesn't make any sense. Yeah, if you can just ask him that question also, I think that's best. And also kind of, okay, yeah, let's start there.
Sure.
All right. So summarizing, there are 3 tasks that Emerson will follow. Emerson, you're so amazing. I think not only are we giving you thanks in this call, but we will follow up in the mailing list once you send that message to say how much strenuous work it is to lead a booth. It's very, very challenging working with so many different pieces. And I think you as a committer rep are like really earning your bruises and your MicroProfile gear and everything else in a really fantastic manner. Way to go. Inspiration to us all.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, really, really good.
So now we have infrastructure. Emerson, SurveyMonkey.
Actually, sorry, I didn't know where to put it, and maybe we could discuss it somewhere else or next week. I was on the MicroProfile AI call this morning, and there were 13 attendees, right? And some faces I've never seen before. So my question is, should we do more marketing around MicroProfile AI in order to bring more people to MicroProfile and get involved?
You mean
That's sorry, Amelia, I just
No, go
jump
ahead.
in to have something. That's exactly what I'm thinking, John. And that's kind of that's a really, really good area, basically to draw people's attention. I was surprised. I don't know, it's kind of after you left, I asked, even there's another lady to join. I felt so excited. And then it seems that she has a good knowledge about launching 4G. So it's, yeah, we should also tweet about this and getting a bigger crowd. And then this is what I said on the MPAI. So basically is we have more like smart people, I mean, join in, trying to help along. The people clearly lurking in the background and jump in when there's something interesting to them.
So, John, this goes into the social media, the one below the website.
Okay. Yeah,
there. So the AI is a call that has been happening for a month now, correct? And it has a thread, correct? It has a Jakarta community thread on with the minutes and discussion when it was introduced.
Yeah.
The call has
meetings were recorded, and John nicely uploaded all the yeah.
Do we have a playlist for AI?
I think one was created, yeah.
Okay.
I'll get it uploaded later today.
Okay, so this is great. So what we need to do is create a issue, and all the specifications that are happening are part of the social media run that happens throughout the year. And we can have a social media for twice a month that says this is the newest conversation happening in MicroProfile around the AI, and we can share the I don't think we have a repo yet, or do we? Because we're
No,
only
we
discussion.
no, we don't as yet. So I just create a sandbox repo
Okay.
for people to directly. So in the next couple of weeks, we will see spec API and then implementation hopefully coming out. And then
Okay.
we have we invite people to come to either a live hangout or technical call to have a kind of basically going through have a detailed conversation, basically make the community aware, and then can start with the creation review or something like that.
So then let's create a Git issue like we have done for all the other APIs that will run twice a month for 2 months. In 2 months, we can review, we can complete Q2 with the coverage from now to Q2 and bring awareness. I'm happy to review the content of the tweet not because it's going to go to Hootsuite, but let's create that and we will push it twice a month because it is a hot topic. It can bring new contributors. It's bringing new contributors, and we definitely want feedback on this, right? Because it can become something that a lot of people will be interested. Not only maybe even those that have not even heard about MicroProfile. Everyone wants to know about AI, and we are saying, hey, come to MicroProfile, be a part of the next MicroProfile AI, API, whatever we decide to do with it. Is that okay? Who will create that? We need a
planning
Sorry, Emerson, you go ahead.
I mean, do you want to handle it in the same way we are managing the other tweets, just to design the cards and do the things for the call? Or this is an exceptional one?
This is it should be included in the spreadsheet. However, Emerson, are you attending those calls?
Yeah, I tried to attend. I has been in a couple of them.
Okay, so between Emerson, John, or Emily, who wants to write a ticket that will provide a content on come to this thing? I would like to review that, but I cannot create the tickets, right? Before it goes published for OQ2.
Emily,
I
can. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You're more involved in the AI than I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
I will create one, and then you can all have a look. Make it as catchy as possible.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tag me to the review, but anyone can help make it better. Tag me to it. And Emerson, once that is done, definitely let's add it to the 2024 schedule, APIs. We just put it under API section. Even though it's not an API, we just do that because it's pretty much technical.
Sure.
Super exciting then that we are having 13 microprofilers joining. Sometimes that is more than the technical call gets, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also is that to join the point, somebody it's the people, a lot of new people, so that's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Not unusual suspect. It's only a few, only kind of very small amount. All the rest, only 3 of us, 4 of us, unusual suspect. All the others are pretty much new.
Okay, so this is wonderful. So what we do in social media, in the section say, Emily will write a ticket on the description of, in the social media. Who is writing?
I will.
Okay.
Emerson was writing.
Okay.
Oh,
so
sorry. I thought you meant live on the.
Yeah,
live.
Oh. So on social media, we say, Emerson, we write, Emily will write a ticket. Social media tickets. Amelia will review it, but everyone can review it, right? Amelia will be assigned to review, and this will be posted for all Q2 and then in Q2 we will know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that is under Emily. That is under social in the minutes.
Okay.
All right. So then we do infrastructure. Emerson, we really quickly, briefly mentioned the SurveyMonkey access that you need to have to conduct service and things like this. You mentioned that you are ready to have that access so that you can get feedback from the community. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. I'm just waiting for the access. The first thing I want to conduct about that is the homework I have about a Spring comparison to MicroProfile.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I created a ticket early this year, and what I'm going to do is just pull in hopefully the infra for MicroProfile for Eclipse Foundation, so that they can remove Edson and Edwin, and then enable you to have that access. MicroProfile pays 900, I think it's $900 for that dedicated MicroProfile SurveyMonkey infra, and we have it for exactly this reason, and we haven't used it since Edwin completed his committed rep. So it's so nice that you are interested in using this infra tool, right? So I will tackle that this week, actually, now that you are ready to move forward. Hey, we have Lukman and Majid here. Do you have any advice for us? I know you have been quiet.
Yes, I was at, just as you're talking about conferences, unfortunately, I've been away on vacation for a while, so I missed a number of meetings. But I was at Javaland last week, and I spoke there. Unfortunately, my attendees, none of them had heard about MicroProfile before, which was a bit of a disappointment at the personal level for me. So I took a detour to actually introduce them at a bird's eye view to what MicroProfile is. Maybe I just had the wrong attendees, but it was a bit of an eye-opener for me, and the amount of work that is available in terms of evangelizing the project. So pretty much that was my experience at Javaland. It was a bit of an interesting site when I asked, had anybody heard of MicroProfile, and no hands went up. So that was my experience, probably counter to what Emily and Emerson experienced at DevNexus over in the US.
Emerson, how many people were? You're amazing. Thank you so much for providing your retrospective on Javaland and MicroProfile. How many attendees do you have in your session?
About 20, averagely, about 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is great. And is this the first time anything like this happens, where you are speaking on MicroProfile and no one knowing about it? Is a great opportunity for us to tackle that environment in the future. And also, Javaland videos are recorded, but only those that paid get access to the videos.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunate. So we cannot do anything with what you did, but do you mean that while you have to go back and try to explain what MicroProfile is, you at that moment, because you didn't know before, you couldn't find the resources to help you do things like what would happen if I didn't know about MicroProfile? I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, in that moment, I was demoing the MicroProfile config for externalizing application configuration. And so I just randomly asked, because when I'm talking, I normally ask for feedback. So I just asked if anybody in the room was familiar with MicroProfile, and no hands went up, nothing. So I had to just take a detour and then start from the beginning, right from the beginning, how MicroProfile came to be, what it is in relation to the bigger Java EE and now Jakarta EE platform and all that. So I had to do a quick sort of fire shoot introduction to MicroProfile right there and then. But maybe I just happened to have the wrong audience because it was a mainly Java conference, maybe. But most of the time when I'm speaking, there are people in the crowd that are at least remotely familiar with MicroProfile. But this was a bit of a new thing to me.
Well, this is wonderful. So is it possible for you, Lukman, to, believe it or not, we're going to do things with this, to write a Git ticket with your retrospective? Okay. You can write it in the minutes right now under community, right above or below DevNexus, and tell us, a little summary. But what we should be doing, in my recommendation, is to utilize your slides to write a blog in the MicroProfile blog and copy paste your abstract and say, this is what was I talked on at JavaLand on this date. Because we don't have the recordings, we do have your abstract, and your abstract is not a property of JavaLand. That is yours as a speaker.
Yeah.
Correct? And then what we're going to do is if you talked about a particular API more focusedly, if you can, in that blog, expand in the technical side, then we will highlight it. And then we will create 2 tweets, one in German and one in English. This is my recommendation. And then we will push it twice a month for Q2 and see if it gets retweets. And we will want to know if German tweets gets more tweets or whatever, and we will see the highlights. It's just to say we don't pay, MicroProfile doesn't pay for social media, but we can reach out and say, hey, do the German thing, provide your abstract and whatever you want to talk technically speaking. So it will be like, you can do like a 5 minutes or less and become much more aware of what is MicroProfile with this API. What do you think about that? Would you more comfortable with it, or how do you want to tackle that not knowing about this? This is a great opportunity for us to outreach. And clearly it's more work, but everything is more work. And I can volunteer you on it. I'm asking, is that something you will be interested in doing? Lookman, we lost you. I think he's talking.
Maybe you got an audio issue.
Yeah,
Look,
I'm here.
Lookman, do you hear what I said?
Yeah, I will create a ticket with the abstract and my experience, and then we can do the social media post stuff. Absolutely, it's fine.
Yeah. The social media can only happen if we have a blog with your, you can create this, you can create we have the card, but it needs to be, do you understand why we will need to do this? And do you agree that it would be a nice idea to have a social media that is both in English and in German? So that we can.
It's fine. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Perfect.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There is no deadlines on this. This work is yours to follow, and definitely update the community minutes here and say the community will reach and say, hey, these are my findings. I discussed it today. I will create a ticket. Simple as that. And you're awesome for bringing this up. Okay, I have to go, but someone else can someone else follow in the minutes and finish the call? I think we have still more things to talk about. John, can you follow up and continue the minutes? I think next topic is the website, and the website has to do something with.
Oh yeah, do we have a ticket on that? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
The ticket is it has always been there, and it's between Emily and Ryan. Okay, I have to go. Everyone, pieces. See you next call. See you tomorrow.
See you.
All right. So, what is the status of the Garden State judge? Does anyone have a link to the issue? We should probably add that issue ID here.
It's completed already. I mean, that's what it.
All right. If someone could add the ticket number here, that would be great. Do we have a status on this?
Let me quickly have a look. I thought it's already being added. Let me have a look. Oh, Emerson, is it being added?
They are added already. I think it's completed. This was the 889, I think.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
So if you look at the MicroProfile.io working group, let me post a link here. You can see.
No.
So you can see, yeah. Do you still need the issue, John?
Yeah, no, the problem I'm running into is now Git wants me to confirm my good, not in this browser, my recovery settings. So
okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's closed. And then a website updated.
Actually, regarding to that, there is a new problem that is a duplicate member. I think it's. Can you scroll down a little?
Down this way?
Yeah, scroll down to the members. and I saw a duplication. I scrolled down until the presently. I think that
Prime two,
is
okay.
yeah, permanent. That one is duplicated. I will open a new one. It's just
Okay.
to fix that.
Was that Emerson? Sorry, that was going to create that ticket?
Yeah, I can take care of that.
Okay. Okay, I already brought up the AI marketing. We discussed that. Emily, you already created the issue, so that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I also even draft out some text.
Okay, awesome. Reza, is this anything new
This is
here?
a good topic, John. I suggest we dedicate some time in the beginning of some subsequent meeting. Just
Okay.
this data has some insights in it, but I think it's interesting to take a look at a much deeper insight. That's the whole point of doing this kind of things, is to actually see what we see and what is it that we can brainstorm to think about doing. So I suggest setting aside about 15 minutes in some subsequent meeting where I have a little bit more ahead time of to prepare, and I'll sort of prepare a report for us to, so to say, a report or discussion that we can have together.
Results, insight from, into results, yeah. Okay. So we should probably, how much time will you need? Isn't 2 weeks good, or should we do a month?
A week is fine. Or week, 2 weeks, whatever our cadence
Yeah,
is.
yeah, for the next call, so that's 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, whatever, just to give me let's decide on when we want to do it, and yeah, what, a week or two, and then I'll prepare hopefully some interesting insights that we can take a look at.
Okay. And we're pretty much at the top of the hour. I still want to set aside some time, probably not the next call, because we'll be covering the metrics, but a longer discussion still gets into the champions program, right? It's a heavy lifting kind of topic, and we're going to need some time to see if that's still something that we want to do, and if so, how we want to go about it. So, I think in a 4 weeks time, we should probably set aside again maybe 15 minutes to discuss that. Okay, top of the hour.
Just to be absolutely crystal clear, so am I doing this next meeting?
The trends, yes.
Okay. All right, I'll put it on my calendar then. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, trends only. Okay, top of the hour, and thanks everyone for joining, and the recording will be up later today or early tomorrow. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hey.
Bye.